Frank Darris represents female athletes and other women, obviously, across all walks of life. But female athletes have a particular circumstance, be it hormonal, being a genetic, being estrogen levels, therefore, and flexibility. But Frank, from what I understand, women athletes get injured even more frequently in their sports than men. Is that correct?
You bet. And all we need to do is look back, and a lot of us love Lindsey Vonn, the American ski racer, who tore ACL last February. She's going to miss this year's World Cup. We watched Venus pull out of Wimbledon. Most of the major WNBA injuries this last year were due to knee problems. And that higher rate of injury for women is because when it comes to the differences between men and women, women have more body fat. They have less lean body mass because they've got increased estrogen, and us guys have more androgen, so women are more flexible. Obviously, they've got wider pelvises. It affects their alignment and their strength and their movement, so they're more prone to those injuries when the feet roll inward or they pronate or they're flat or they're putting a lot of torque on that kneecap. So it's 3 to 6 times higher in women for an ACL. And the other thing, Jack, is, look at a guy's delts or look at a guy's shoulders. We have pretty strong rotator and delt. You look at a lot of women, and unfortunately those shoulder muscles, the rotator cuff, that loose supporting tissue, for women, it leads to instability, and we see a number of different injuries in swimming, volleyball, and also tennis. So not leaving the ladies out, you're not immune. In fact, you're 3 to 6 times more likely to have a career-ending injury than the guys.
And by the way, Frank, considering that the success of Title IX over all these decades, many of these women that you're talking about, whether they be swimming, softball, volleyball, or other, are going to be college women and not professional women. And how do they protect themselves under those circumstances?
The college kids, it's difficult. Obviously, if we're going to see the WNBA, the women there that are playing at high levels that are going to be a first round or second round pick can go to the NCAA and get protection for career-ending injury, or they could go private. There's a major difference between getting drafted in the first round and getting drafted in the 8th round, because WNBA brings in a population of spectators that want to see high-level women's sports. So for the women who are going to go out there and go on to professional volleyball, love to see them get some private coverage. Obviously, the ski racers, everybody can get insured. It doesn't matter. I see my NASCAR drivers. They're driving 200 miles an hour, 3 abreast, going into a banked curve. They can find disability insurance. And it is not expensive when we look at the career-ending injury payoff.